Julia, good morning.
Good morning.
May I sit down?
Sure, have a seat.
Glad I ran into you. I wanted to see you and talk to you and try to clear the air between us. You know, I'm very difficult with you and Mason, very harsh on the two of you. And I've come down very hard on you, and I'm sorry. Anyway, there are reasons for it. What they are doesn't matter. It's all in the past. What I'd like now, if we can do it, is for this whole family to pull together.
It's a little late for that. Sorry. Yesterday it might have worked, and I could have been part of the family, maybe, but today I'm kind of like the splinter group.
Wait a minute now. There's no reason to feel alienated. I said I have been very harsh on you, and I
No,
realize
it doesn't have anything to do with you, really. It doesn't.
What are you talking about?
Mason and I are no longer the dynamic duo because he packed his bags and he left yesterday. Maybe he was inspired by you and Sophia. I don't know.
All right, I can't tell you how shocked I am. You can patch things up.
I'm afraid I'm not that optimistic at the moment.
This one says Sophia called, but it doesn't say what she wanted.
She said she was trying to get the whole family together at the house as soon as possible.
Uh-huh. And did she have any luck getting hold of Julia?
No, sir. Would you like me to call her?
No, Irene, I can't have you fighting my phone battles for me. I'll take care of it myself. Sounds like an epitaph, doesn't it? He took care of it himself. Let's hope it doesn't turn out to be mine. Don't know when I'll be back.
Hi, I'm so glad you're here.
How you doing?
Hi. I called everybody, and they're going to be over, everyone except
great.
your father. I couldn't get a hold of him. Do you want me to try? Yeah, I really would like you to, please. So everyone should be here very soon, but tell me, what did you think? What did you think of the place?
Well, it's wonderful. It's everything we could have wanted.
Oh, the inn is more beautiful in reality than it was in my dream.
Yes?
Thank you so much for helping us find it.
Oh, I'm so lucky. I'm so glad you like it. I mean, to me, it's the perfect place to start a future.
Maybe even recapture some memories of the past?
Eden, I don't think that that's possible, and the two of you should be married there because it means so much to both of you, not because it may have meant something to somebody else.
So we're going to have the wedding at the Pebble Creek Inn. We've already reserved the rooms for everybody, and you might want to get up there early because it's such a beautiful place. You might want to look around.
There's plenty to see. They have riding trails and great horses for anybody who wants to do their sightseeing on horseback.
Oh, I can hardly wait.
Well, there's a carriage for you, Mama.
I think I'll join you, Mrs. Castillo. Carriages are more my cup of tea, if you'll pardon the mixed metaphor.
Oh, I'd be honored, Mason.
Maybe not.
Oh, guess what, Mama? What? The manager remembered you and Daddy. The very room that Cruz and I liked best was the room that you and Daddy stayed in.
Really? You saw the same room?
Yeah, I mean, we booked it right on the spot. We didn't even know it. How's that for fate?
It's like magic. I mean, I can't believe it. The whole place is like magic. I remember one time we walked down a path, and you can go down to the cliff, and the cliff overlooks the ocean. It is the most extraordinary view. It's sunrise and sunset, and your father and I... But you're going to discover all that for yourself, aren't you?
Gosh, I wish somebody would have told us about this place.
Why? I liked where we got married.
Oh, I did too. No, I did.
Yeah, I think this is a great idea. I mean, we all get to get away, and yet we all get to get together.
Mason, where's Julia?
Oh, she's working today. Curse of the idle class.
What do you mean she's working?
Well, she's working today. She had a business meeting. I promised to give her a full report on the goings-on.
Well, that's strange because when I called and invited her, she said she'd be here.
Well, she must have forgotten about the meeting that she had. You know, Julia, she's very meeting-oriented. So, Cruz, tell me a little more about this place. What other facilities do they have? Ice rink, shuffleboard, maybe? I'd hate to be caught without the right equipment.
Oh, good, I found you.
Was I lost?
I have a message for you. Eden would like you to get in touch with her.
What did she want?
Some sort of meeting at the house, something about the wedding. I told her if I saw you, I would let you know. You know, it wouldn't hurt you to let me know where you're going once in a while.
I don't have to account about my whereabouts to you, Pamela.
Oh, that's right. Common courtesy ties one down, doesn't it? Only really inconsiderate people are totally free.
Let's get something straight. I have no obligation to tell you anything about my comings or goings.
Perhaps we should change the subject. Listen, I found the most wonderful gift for Eden and Cruz. Their wedding. I bought it. It's a magnificent sculpture, Cece, and I thought I would give it to both of them, from both of us.
I beg your pardon. Are you crazy? I will give my daughter, my son-in-law, my own present, thank you.
Cece, eventually you're going to have to admit to people that we're seeing each other, that I do exist, and I'm part of your life.
When did we take this giant step into a binding relationship,
I think when you accepted my invitation to come and live with me in my house.
I never did, and I never would. Just because I slept over one night or 2 nights does not a relationship make.
You just won't give an inch, will you?
Would you please excuse me? I have to see Eden in front of what she wants.
Well, bye, darling. The place sounds beautiful. I'm so glad you found it.
Oh, thanks to Mama.
Yeah. Incidentally, I saw the way she reacted when you talked about that room.
Oh, Kelly, it's no wonder. I mean, you should see it. The atmosphere is... Oh, I mean, I can't even explain it. I just know that this inn has to have precious moments. I don't know, the memories. I'm sure the memories they could probably never forget.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm hoping?
Probably the same thing I am.
Oh, Eden, it would be wonderful if they could get back together just by being up there.
Nothing would make me happier. You know, maybe you and I, we could push things along a little bit. You could work on Mama, I could work on Daddy.
Yes, you bet.
Yeah, but just one thing. Maybe we should just be very, very subtle, because if we push too hard, we could do more harm than good.
Right, I hear you. Let's just keep our fingers crossed.
Okay.
I can't tell you how proud and happy I am, Cruz.
I'm glad you're happy, Mama.
Eden is such a beautiful girl, and the Capitals are a fine family. God forbid anything should happen this time.
Nothing's gonna happen, trust me. Eat.
How can I eat feeling this good, huh? And you know what makes me happier than anything?
What's that, Mama?
The way you treat Eden with such tenderness and such respect.
Well, of course, you always treat someone with respect if you're in love with them, don't you?
If you're smart, you do. You know, after your father left us, you were still very young, and I was so afraid that it might affect your sense of values.
Well, I never think about him. That's not exactly true, I suppose. Sometimes I wonder, when I remember what you had to go through, working and raising a family at the same time, if my memory serves me, you never once complained, Mama, and I know how hard it must have been to have no one to turn to for emotional support.
Yes, but I always had you and Carmencita.
Well, I know, but that's not the same. Kids aren't enough, and I could never live with myself if I'd thought I'd cause somebody else the same kind of pain you went through.
You would never do that. And don't say that children are not enough. Oh, you and Carmencita, you can't imagine the help you were to me.
Well, we tried to be, but I'm not sure we succeeded so well.
You were angels. And when things were darkest, I had to get through it by telling myself that I had to set an example for my children. By showing you that whatever life does to you, if you can stay strong and not be bitter, the world can be yours. Today, You're showing me you learned that lesson. Oh, Cruz, I love you so very much.
Devil Creek Inn, darling. How did you ever find that place?
Well, at first I dreamed about it, and then Cruz and I, we looked everywhere for it. And I just happened to be describing it to Mama, and she recognized it, and she told me where it was.
I guess it was meant to be. Incredibly beautiful spot.
Yeah, isn't it?
I suppose your mother told you what happened to us up there that time?
She said it was wonderful.
It was. Oh, God, the memories I still have of that day. It's a perfect place for you to be married to. And if it is half as beautiful now as it was then, probably the prettiest place on earth. And it's your place.
That's what Mama said.
Be happy, baby. And be grateful for every moment of happiness you get.
At first I thought maybe we should fly up. And then I got to thinking how, the cabin pressure, that might affect the baby. I mean, what if it gets bumpy up there?
Jeffrey, it's a short flight. And even so, the baby and I think we'll be able to handle it after about Mach 1. It'll be okay.
No, wait, I'm serious. It might not be good for you. Come, why don't we drive up there? We can tilt the head back, we can throw lots of cushions, and we can stop whenever we like.
You're serious?
Yes.
If you are serious, we need to have a talk. I thought we agreed that I was going to have this baby, and you were not going to turn into a basket case over this.
I know, but the doctor did say that you have to take care of yourself.
And I am going to take care of myself. I don't need to be surrounded by these velvet cushions and foam rubber everywhere I go.
Well, maybe I am being a little overprotective, just a little bit.
No. Listen, I know this is our first baby, but relax. They're fairly durable.
Yeah, it's just, things can happen. You never know.
What can happen?
Accidents, all sorts of things.
Jeffrey, did your first wife lose a baby or something you haven't told me about?
No. My mother had a miscarriage.
Pamela? Why didn't you told me this? What happened?
Well, I'm not exactly sure, but I was only 5 years old when it happened. But my mother came to me one day. She told me I was going to have a brother or a sister, and then something happened. I mean, I remember people running around, voices behind closed doors, and then she was put into bed, and they all told me that she had the flu, but I could hear her crying at night. And then when she got better, she told me I wouldn't be having that brother or sister that I'd been counting on, and that's it. I never really knew what caused it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now I know why you've been so apprehensive, Jeffrey. You don't have to worry about our baby, okay? I will be extremely careful, all right?
You better be.
I will be.
I'll get that.
Callie, dear, how are you?
I'm fine, Pamela.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You got color back in your cheeks. I'm sure you and Jeffrey are very busy making plans for the baby.
Yeah, she's actually too busy trying to stop me from pampering her.
Oh, dear. Well, I came over to do the very same thing. I brought you something. May I?
Oh, of course.
Yes, go ahead, please.
This is a recipe that I used. Oh, it's here somewhere, dear. Oh, it's here. It's a recipe that I used to use. It's all very natural, homebrew kind of formula I used to settle my stomach and my nerves when I was pregnant. Oh, and the other one there. The other one is for when you travel. It really does wonders for you. Of course, you don't have to use them. It's just a suggestion.
Oh, no, thank you. It's very thoughtful of you.
You're very welcome. Well, about the wedding, tell me, how's it going?
Well, they've picked the place already.
Yes, I understand. Pebble Creek Inn or something like that. I wonder, though, having the ceremony so far away, it seems to be rather inconvenient to have all those people driving back and forth.
Well, that's where they wanted to do it. Anyway, it was a very special place for my parents, so I think that's part of it.
Seems so odd. He didn't tell me about it.
Well, perhaps he thought it was too personal to talk about.
Oh, yes, but to tell me, I mean, we've shared so much. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you, and I don't want to tire you. Look, well, it's important that you just take the best care of in the world that you can of yourself, and I'm so glad that Jeffrey can watch over you these days.
I'm doing my best, but she's not the easiest woman to hold down.
Well, you just have to make her. And you can't take too good care of yourself, dear.
Well, look, you know, you don't have to rush off. You can, if you want to, if you'd like to stay for lunch.
Oh, thank you, darling. But I really do have to run, so. I love you both. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Hi.
I just took a wild chance that you'd be back from your meeting.
My meeting?
Yeah, Mason said you had a meeting. That's why you couldn't come to the house.
Yeah, right, my meeting.
Well, anyway, I just wanted to come by and make sure that you knew that Cruz and I are planning to get married at the Pebble Creek Inn.
Oh, Eden, that's wonderful. And I want you to know how happy I am for you, really.
Well, thank you. It is so beautiful. I mean, it is more beautiful than I ever dreamed it would be.
I really wanted to be there this morning, and I want to tell you the truth, you see, because I realized this after I talked to Sophia, and with everything the way that it is, I just thought it would be better if I skipped it.
You know, I sensed that something was wrong between you and Mason this morning.
Didn't he tell you what happened?
No.
How uncharacteristic of him. He packed his bags and he moved out, Eden.
Why?
Because now that he's free to be with Samantha and me, he feels hemmed in.
Well, you know, he's been having a difficult time with Victoria. Maybe that has something to do with it.
I realize that, too.
Julia, Mason sometimes stands in his own way. When he most wants to be close to somebody, he ends up pushing them away.
I just know that nothing is really going to change until he figures out what he wants, and I can't help him with that. And the thing is it's just going to be really difficult or complicated for me until he does, because I don't know what to expect from him.
We're going to solve this. You and Mason love each other. You'll work it out.
Sure.
Hey, you're my friend. And no matter what's going on with Mason, I am counting on you to be at my wedding. You understand me? I'm counting on it.
Thanks.
Do you realize that a week from today is going to be our 40th anniversary?
I was just remembering how many things got in the way of our wedding plans way back then.
Didn't they just?
There were times when I thought we weren't gonna make it. It's like paddling upriver, a whole lot of white water all the time.
I don't think that we got all the way upriver, but we've certainly got past the fall.
Is that where we are now, the falls?
Yeah, well, I see another 40 years. That'll be the end of our trip.
You can see that good, can you?
Well, I can see clearer than you.
That's easy.
What do you remember most?
of fun. All them escapades we had.
Well, I think we can expect some more of those.
I hope so.
We've been really lucky, haven't we?
I say we've been blessed, darling.
Yes, we have. Do you think we can make it for another 4 years?
Well, if we both keep paddling.
We will. Forever.
Never.
What are you doing here?
What I'm doing is getting some phone numbers that I needed.
Oh, then I won't disturb you.
I was shocked today to find out that Eden had decided in the Pebble Creek Inn for the wedding.
I really did expect you to be here when we had the discussion about it, making plans.
I got tied up, I'm sorry.
Of course.
Inn seems like an ideal choice, though.
Yes, I think it is for them.
What are you saying, that it wasn't for us?
I'm not talking about us. I don't think there's too much about us to talk about at this point, Cece. Is there anything else?
Yes, is it always going to be this hard for us to talk?
I don't know.
Well, while we're talking, let me say one more thing. Whatever happens, I hope that we can make Eden's wedding the dream come true that she wants.
Absolutely, of course.
I also think it's a good idea for all of us to get away from here, from what is happening here, and go to that beautiful spot as a family. I mean, just the family.
You want to tell me what that's supposed to mean? I mean, what does it mean, just the family? I used to know what family meant. It sounds like you're inferring something else.
What are you talking about?
It sounds to me like you're suggesting that I might invite TJ.
TJ? I would think you'd have a lot more discretion than inviting TJ. I mean, I don't know what particular place he has in your life, but he doesn't have any particular place at our daughter's wedding.
And I suppose Pamela does?
No, she does not. No, why are you even dragging her into this now?
I don't think that I'm the one that's been dragging Pamela into anything.
Oh, what the hell is the difference? What am I even opening my mouth anyway?
Look, I'm just trying to find out what my mother said that upset you so much.
I'm not upset.
Kelly,
What? Were you listening to her?
not with your ears, apparently.
No, obviously not. Jeffrey, she said that if the Pebble Creek Inn had any real importance, Daddy would have told her about it.
Meaning?
Meaning, she is trying to imply that she and Daddy have become so intimate they can share each other's most private thoughts.
No, I don't think that's what she meant at all. I think she was just surprised that you hadn't heard of their wedding arrangement sooner.
Well, what is this supposed to be? From God's mouth to her ears? No. I mean, how soon does she have to know everything, Jeffrey? This is Eden's wedding anyway, not
Hey,
hers.
I think you're making too much of this. And might I remind you, once she saw how you reacted after what she said, she shut up and got the hell out of here.
I know.
Huh.
I know. And she did seem genuinely concerned about the baby. I know, and I felt for her about the miscarriage and all that. It's just, if I could get rid of this feeling that she comes over here to do some digging, I'd be
Wait.
fine.
What do you mean by digging?
I mean, trying to find out everything she wants to know about the wedding. Maybe, I don't know, I'm sorry. It's just very hard for me to trust her.
Yeah, I know. I know, and I agree with you. She's a very difficult woman. But she is capable of genuine concern.
Well, I'm glad we're going away. All of us, because I think it'll be good for both of us.
What's good? You mean getting away from my mother?
You really keep on about this, don't you?
Oh, my darling, you do.
Thanks for meeting me here.
Well, it seemed a mutually convenient spot.
Lunch is on me, by the way.
Thank you. I know it's a hectic time for you. If you need any help in these last half hours of need, just let me know.
As a matter of fact, there is.
Just say the word.
Julia.
Julia.
Julia. I know you moved out.
What, she send out runners, or did you hear it by drum?
I got it by dropping by her place and asking her.
Well, I suppose a straight line is the shortest distance. How did you know there was any trouble to start with?
I sensed something in that nonsense about her having a meeting this morning. Mason, you and I have gotten a lot closer in the past few months, and I would hate to think that you're going to be miserable on the one day that I hope is going to be the most wonderful day of my life.
Well, I hope so too, Eden, but you can't expect that day to dawn for everybody.
And why not?
Because the earth is round, and when it's night for some, it's day for others. Besides, what you're getting upset over, it was basically a pretty petty squabble.
It seems more than that. Do you know how much Julia loves you? Do you know how much you love her?
How about a little more vino and less veritas?
Oh, Mason, don't go crawling back into your shell. I mean, let's talk about this. You do love each other, don't you?
Yes, we do. But is it the real turtle soup or merely the mock?
Why are you always sabotaging your own happiness?
I don't know why, Eden, because I wasn't aware that I was. All I know is that I reach a certain closeness with somebody, and then the closeness becomes uncomfortable. I feel like I'm submerging too much of myself in order to accommodate the other person.
What is love if not accommodation?
Eden, don't leave me an opening like that. Love is a lot more than accommodation. Most of it not very good. Most of it is just kind of thorn in your heart's paw. Is accommodation your secret? Always wondered how you and Cruz made it this far.
Cruz and I aren't afraid of losing our identity. He reinforces what's best about me. I think Julia can do that for you if you let her close enough.
Well, she's already inside the 12-mile limit.
Listen to me. I'm getting married soon. It's going to be my wedding day. I want to look over there and see you sitting next to Julia and know that you're as happy for me as anybody in the family is. And if I can't do that, then I'm not going to be completely happy.
Putting a big responsibility on my shoulders.
Well, you're a big boy. You can accept responsibility, can't you?
I'll kick it around.
You can do better than that.
I'll kick myself around. Heaven knows I've done it often enough.
I'd like to see you talk to Julia. Tell her that you love her.
People have to keep telling each other that they love each other are in the wrong ballgame anyway.
Mason.
I've told her, Eden. I just have trouble putting my words into emotions.
Well, then keep telling her until you believe it. I'm telling you, she won't mind. Nobody gets tired of hearing that. And then, most importantly, just don't tell her, show her.
Skywriting? Carving our initials in trees?
Why is talking to you an uphill battle?
I'm sorry, show her how.
Just tell her you're willing to change. I'm sure you know a way to get your point across. I just think you should do it quickly before you lose something very special.
Oh, perfect timing. Justine has prepared a wonderful dinner for us, and I'm in the process of cooling down a very dry martini for you.
Afraid we got a whole lot of trouble for nothing. I made other plans.
Well, I can't believe this. You didn't say a word.
We never talked about dinner, did we?
Well, I was just assuming.
Well, there's the rub. You should never assume a thing.
I'm not sure I like this arrangement anymore. I'm not interested in running a hotel.
Then I'll leave. How about that?
Oh, come on, Cece. You're going to be away for several days. That far-flung wedding of Edens and Cruzes and somewhere in Shangri-La or Westphalia, wherever it is. We won't be seeing each other. Can't we just have a last supper together?
I cannot do that. Not tonight. I've got a business dinner and I can't get out of it.
Well, at least have one drink with me. I've made wonderful martinis.
Well, I guess one won't hurt.
Well, if one doesn't hurt, then I haven't made them well at all. We see there, we really can be nice to each other. We just try.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Here's to happier times. And, to unions that are blessed.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, tell me the truth, Cece. Aren't you even going to miss me the slightest little bit while you're away?
I'll think of you. How's that?
That's evasive. Oh, just tell me you're going to miss me.
How can I tell you until I do? And if I do, I'll mail you a postcard.
We could arrange some way so there's no danger of you missing me.
Could we, huh? How could we do that? Are you serious? Are you really serious? You are suggesting that I take you to Eden's wedding?
Well, why not? I mean, I'd love to be there with you. Why should I deny it?
Why would I want to take you to the wedding? And why would you even want to go? You alienate everybody. Is that what pleases you?
I would be pleased if you wanted me there with you.
Well, I don't. You're an outsider, Pamela. You're like an alien.
You have never even learned how to equivocate properly.
There's something you don't understand. Pebble Creek happens to be a spot that is very special to my family.
Yes, I understand. You and what's-her-name had some magic moment there. Strange and very odd you never mentioned it to me.
It's odd that you think I would. Have I thought about mentioning to you about our honeymoon or the first time that we went nude bathing?
Oh, just because you cavorted in some hotel lobby at one time in your youth doesn't make it a shrine to Sophia, does it?
Oh, you finally remembered her name. She'll be pleased about that.
Well, does it?
I just told you it is a very special place to all of us.
Well, if it's so damn beautiful, aren't there things there that you and I could share? Look, I don't even have to be at the blessed wedding. I can rent a little cottage right nearby, and we can at least see each other.
You want me to walk down the aisle with my daughter and then sneak around the back of the altar to your cottage? Is that what you're telling me to do?
Oh, my gosh. You don't have to make it kind of sound quite so burlesque.
No, it's too sad to be burlesque, and it's not going to happen. Thank you for the martini.
Oh, sure. You can just run off leaving me all alone thinking about, you know, certain bodies and skulls and where they're buried.
If that is a prelude to some threats, you'd better think twice, because you're not going to get anything that way.
Well, then just tell me how I do get what I want.
Start by wanting something that you can get.
But I want you. I have a feeling that I'm losing you, and that hurts.
Let's get something straight. You see, you never had me from the beginning. Let's understand that. Now, my staying here one night or two nights made you jump to conclusions. Well, you're wrong. You shouldn't have. And to solve the problem, I'm getting the hell out of here.
And you're going to need your riding clothes, too, and a swimsuit of some kind, raincoats and umbrellas, just in case, some light clothing and something warm, and, oh, your dinner jacket, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Am I interrupting anything? Of course not, dear.
Mama, she's just making a list to help us be prepared everything we need, whether we need it or not,
Oh,
type
I
thing.
see, yeah. Eden, I think you should make a list, too. And I'll tell you what to put on it. Let me get some more paper.
You see, my mother believes in being prepared 2 or 3 years in advance. Mama, it just occurred to me. I'm not sure all this stuff's gonna fit in the car.
Oh, my goodness. Something else to worry about. As if I didn't have enough on my mind already. Well, maybe you better check it. You really think it'll be a problem?
Only one way to find out. Come on, baby. Let's see if we can make some space in the trunk.
Oh,
Okay?
Yeah.
all right.
Be right back.
Don't be long.
Hi.
Hi. What is it?
What is it? It's me saying hi.
I know that. What do you want?
To say hi. And to apologize. I have an idea the way I've been behaving may have been somewhat wrong.
Ooh, that was a hard one for you, wasn't it? Kind of foreign, that word, huh?
Yeah. You like my accent?
It's very cute. It's your attitude I have a problem with.
That's okay. So does everyone else. You mind if I come farther in?
No, not at all. Please come in, Mason.
I'll just, say what I have to say very quickly and then go. I know now that that I need a family. I want to know that the people I love will always be there for me, and that I will be there for them. You see, I'm on the verge of making a commitment.
And it's so hard for you. A verbal one.
It's still binding. Remember Contract Law 101?
Yeah. Go on.
Well, the problem is that whenever I'm just about ready to reach out and grab what I want, I start getting fidgety and looking for a loophole, sort of a way out, an escape hatch.
The door is always open here.
Yeah, I realize that, Julia, and I don't want to leave through it. I need help. I need help changing so that I'll be ready to have what it is I really want. Friends?
Friends. I just want to be more than your friend because I love you. I love you so much, but I can't help you.
What do you mean you can't help me? Not exactly being a good Samaritan, is it?
No, maybe not. Mason, the only way that you're really going to change is if you do it yourself.
I'm not sure I can do it by myself. And Victoria and I are kind of in the same boat. She has an addiction, I have an aversion. Both are tough to beat, so where do we go from here?
It depends on you, only you. And not what you say, but what you do.
That's what Eden said. Do something.
Eden talked to you?
Yes, Eden talked to me like a Dutch aunt about you at length. She thinks we're wonderful together.
I suppose from where she sits we are, but from my vantage point, we have problems.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to solve them, aren't I?
You're acknowledging that they exist, but I don't know if this is just a show you're putting on. I don't know. I don't know anything. Sometimes I just don't know you, Mason.
You know, I just bared my soul to you, Julia. You know me better than anybody on the planet.
I know that you have doubts, and I know that sometimes you want things that you really don't want.
That's not true. I do.
And then when you get them, it doesn't mean anything to you. Look what happened when you got me.
You're not going to hold a few measly doubts against me, are you?
We all have doubts. I wake up with uncertainties and go to bed with doubts, and in between I cope. And until you can cope with this, concerning you and I don't think that we have any future. I think that we have a terrific past, but I don't think at this point we should go beyond that. I don't think that we belong together right now. And I don't think that we should go to Eden and Cruz's wedding together.
You're not going?
Yes, I'm going. I can't do that to Eden, but I think that we should go separately. And I think that we should stay that way. I'm not doing this to pressure you. I'm really not. I know that you have so much pressure on you already. I'm just telling you what I can live with right now and what I can't.
Starting to pack already.
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Just don't you go getting too excited here.
No, not I, sir. No, sorry. Sorry.
All right, as you were. Can't be too careful, you know?
Listen, you want to know how careful I'm being?
Yes.
I called my doctor today. He gave me the name of a world-class obstetrician that is right by the hotel, just in case I need it.
Really? You did that?
Really, I did. So you can stop being such a nudge.
Well, in that case, I think I can relax.
Well, I don't want you to relax too much. Wait.
Ah, that's good. That's very good. Now, you see, I'm starting to unrelax.
Oh, good.
Yeah. No, hey, wait. Maybe we shouldn't. You know, this excitement might be too much for the baby.
Are you crazy? What if I married a madman?
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
Cece, surely you're not leaving for Rock Creek tonight.
It's Pebble Creek. No, I'm not.
What's all this? I mean, you break practically everything you brought over here. You're only going to be gone a couple of days.
I don't know how long I'm going to be gone.
You're moving out, aren't you?
Pamela, I never moved in. Don't you understand that? I'm going up to Pebble Creek to get my life together. Maybe. Maybe.
Everything's gonna be just fine. It's gonna be fine, huh? Good.
It was really nice of Andrea and Kane to fix us up for us, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Andrew and Kane are good people.
So are we.
That's right.
You want to start eating that chicken now?
No.
Want to drink a little vino, maybe?
No. I just want to lie here with you for a while.
That suits me. It's a beautiful sky tonight, isn't it? And there's some fine-looking stars. Now just look up there, Eden. Just consider all that.
Cruz? Cruz?
Yeah, baby. Sorry, I dozed off there. What was it?
I don't want to scare you, but I'm a little scared myself.
Of what? What's wrong?
I don't know. Something is. I can't move my legs.